right, we are at lesson 4. We're almost done with this unit. We're bosses. We got this. So, a couple things with word problems. We want to know what we're talking about. So, how do I want you to do this? You can write what I'm talking about. So let's just write, what am I talking about in these word problems? We don't want nonsense. We don't want to gather nonsense. We want to be exact, and we want to know, we want to present ourselves at our best all the time, right? So first, let's figure out what this problem is talking about. Then we're going to set up a system of equations, and then we're going to figure out, remember, if we're using elimination, right, x and y, the best thing is x and y are on the same side, right? When we're solving these systems, if we're using substitution, one of these variables would have to be by itself. One variable has to be by itself, right? But we don't know yet. And sometimes we might have to do a little bit of work. We might have to push something on the same side, or we might have to put a variable by itself. But let's get there first. So let's figure out what we're talking about. Let's read through the problem. Because Jack and Jill both ordered pizzas from Papa John's. Talking about pizza, Jack paid $58.50 he bought 3 pepperoni pizzas and 2 cheese pizzas. The cost was this total right here. So we're adding, I already kind of have an idea of what we're talking about here. And then it says Jill, she paid $67 for 2 pepperoni pizzas and 4 cheese pizzas. How much did Papa John's charge for cheese pizzas and pepperoni pizzas? I know what they're asking for now. They're talking about the cost of cheese pizzas. And they're talking about the cost of pepperoni pizzas. It makes me want pizza, and I think I spelled pepperoni wrong. All right, so let's get some variables. So for cheese pizza, I want C. Pepperoni pizza, I'm gonna say P, right? So let's do our system. Let's do it in bright red. Bright red system here. Curly bracket. Here's equation number 1. It says 3 pepperoni pizzas and 2 cheese pizzas. So 3 P's plus 2 C's equals 58.50. Okay, there's equation number 1. All right, 2 P's, 2 pepperoni pieces, so 2 P's plus 4 cheeses equals $67. So it looks like variables are on the same side. So we might be using the process of elimination here, but we got a lot of work to do. But you're gonna do it. All right. So how do I go about approaching the process of elimination? So I know what my equations are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase some things so I have space to work. You have lots of space. I know you're being very organized and doing what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm going to rewrite, and I have 3 P's plus 2 C's equals 58. And we're going to use 58.50, and we're going to use elimination. And then I have 2 P's, my bad. Let's write the 3P back. 2 P's plus 4 C's equals $67. So don't be sloppy like I've been. I'm going to try to change my ways here. Now, we have to decide what we want to eliminate. Do we want to eliminate the P variable or the C variable? And let's choose the P variable. So things we need, the conditions that we need to start elimination. We need the p variable to have the same coefficient. So remember before I told you, I said when you want to eliminate something, you take those coefficients and you make them multiply on the opposite term. And then the one on the bottom, if it's not opposite, we're going to multiply by the opposite number. So -2 on the top, and then for 3, we're going to say just 3 times 3 on the bottom. So we're going to multiply each term times those coefficients. So we need to take our time and do that. So let's draw our parentheses. Each term, okay? So this equals 2 times -2 times 3 is -6 p's, okay? -2 times +2 is -4 c's, okay? -2 times not negative, -2 times 5850 is -117. Okay, so we're good for that. Now we go to the bottom part, and we're going to multiply that 3 by each term inside. So 3 times 2 is 6p, and it's the opposite. We're in a good place here. We have -6p's and +6p's. Okay, 3 times 4 is 12, so +12c's here equals 3 times 67 is +$201. So what we've done is put ourselves in a process to eliminate a variable now. So -6p's plus 6p's goes away. 12 minus 4c's is 8c's equals 201 minus 117 is 84. I divide both sides by 8, and I find out that cheese pizza costs $12 a piece. It costs $12 per piece pizza, right? So now I just need to find out how much does pepperoni pizza cost. So I'm going to pick the first equation, my original equation. We have 3p's plus 2c's equals 5850, right? We know that cheese pizza costs $12, so I'm going to substitute in $12 equals 5850, right? That's 3p. 2 times 12 is 24 equals 5850. All right. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller here. And minus 24 on both sides. All right. And what we're going to do is have 3p come down. 24 minus 24 goes away. And then 5850 minus 24 is 3450. Divide both sides by 3p's. And p equals $11.50. So what we could do, we could write p comma c maps onto 1150 comma 12, or we could say pepperoni pizza cost $11.50 with our dollar units, and cheese pizza cost $12 with our dollar unit. And here's my answer. So that was intense. Actually it wasn't, but all right, so we used elimination here. This is elimination up here. Now we're going to see what we're asking for in the next one. So it says the Wizards scored a total of 80 points in a basketball game against the Lakers. The Wizards made a total of 37 2-points. So they had a total of 80 points, right? They made a total of 37 2-points in 3-point shots. How many 2-point shots did the Wizards make? Okay. So, how many 3-point shots did the Wizards make? Well, I know that 2-point shots are worth 2 points. So this is what happened. So the Wizards are making these 2-point shots. So they're making 2 shots, 2-point shots, and we don't know what the shots are. So we're going to have to create variables here. So 2-point shots, 2-point shots, and 3-point shots. That's what they're asking us about. So let's get some variables here. So X and Y. Okay? So let's look at the totals. Let's look at the totals of points. All right? Well, the total of points that they scored in the game, let's write it out. Total points, and then the total shots. Total points, and then total shots. Things I know. Total points, if points are worth 2 points apiece, so 2x plus 3x equals the total points, so 80 points, okay? And then the shots, x plus y, 2-point shots and 3-point shots equals, I think I just made a mistake up here. That should be plus 3y equals 37. This is a little bit confusing with the wording, but we have our two systems, right? So what we're going to do, we could do elimination, and let's do that. Let's do elimination. Let's say 2x plus 3y's and x plus y. Now, what we want to do is to get variables to be the same, coefficients to be the same. So I'm going to pick x. So I'm going to multiply a negative up top to make one opposite, and then I'm going to multiply this 2 on the bottom. So -1 up top and then 2 on the bottom. So we can get those opposites. They're on the same side, and I get up top, if 2x is positive, I get -2x. My next term, positive 3y, becomes -3y's. My next term is 80, and make sure you draw your equal sign, and it's positive 80, so this becomes -80. On the bottom, I'm multiplying 2, so 2 times 1x is 2x's. 2 times 1y is 2y's, so positive 2y's equals 2 times 37, I get 74, and then I eliminate. 2x's minus 2x's goes away. I get 1y equals -80, -1y. Let's see, -80 plus 74 is -6. Get rid of that negative by dividing by -1 on both sides, and y equals 6. So I have 6 3-point shots. 6 3-point shots. Okay? So that means I scored 18 points to get those 6 3-point shots. I have 6 total shots, and I got 18 points. So the wording is confusing a little bit, so we have to be cautious and careful. Now, for my 2-point shots, I'm going to just say x plus y. I choose equation number 2. So x plus 6 equals 37 shots. So subtract 6 on both sides. And x equals 121 shots. No, 31 shots. 31 shots. So x equals 31. So this is y. And x equals 31. So if I write the correct answer, it's x comma y maps onto 37 31 comma 6. So if we want to be more specific, we can say 2-point shots equals 31, 3-point shots equals 6. And there's my final answer. Okay, next we're going to draw we're going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw a diagram of this next problem because it's a perimeter problem. So it says a perimeter of a rectangle is 38 inches. The length is 5 inches less than the width. Find the length and width of the rectangle. So first, perimeter equals 2L plus 2W. That's the formula. Here's my rectangle. Here's the length. Here's the width. Now, the perimeter itself is 38 inches. It's 38 inches. All right. The length is 5 inches less than the width. So that's my statement there. So the length is 5 inches less than the width. So width minus 5. Length equals width minus 5. Okay. So this is W minus 5 here. All right. Now the perimeter itself is 38. So 38 equals, in general, the formula 2L plus 2W. Now it looks like I'm going to be using the process of substitution here because it tells me the length equals W minus 5. So I'm going to be inserting this into this equation. So 38 equals 2 parentheses W minus 5 plus 2W. This equals distributing 2 times W or 2W, and then 2 times negative 5, negative 10 plus 2Ws, and then 38 equals, comes down. I'm going to combine like terms, so 2Ws plus 2Ws is 4Ws, minus 10 equals 38. Add 10 to both sides, and 4Ws equals 48. Divide both sides by 4, and my width is 12 inches. Now I need my length. My length equals W minus 5, or 12 minus 5, it equals 7 inches. Now, how do I write this? So you can write L, W, maps onto 7, 12, or you can literally write out length. It's so much easier to write in a mapping, equals 7 inches, and width equals 12 inches. I circle my answer, and I'm done. So that's all the word problems we're going to go over today. You do have some classwork to do related to word problems. You also have homework. Have a good day. Thank you for watching the video.